And I think the biggest up, if you want to start with a good positive here, Joey, is Shota Imanaga. He is him, as Tyler reminds everybody on a routine basis. He has been absolutely phenomenal. Has the best career ERA in the first 9 games of a career in Major League history. He has a 0.84 ERA as of today. That is best in baseball. I mean, Joey, Shota Imanaga is becoming appointment television for not just, I think, Cubs fans, but baseball fans everywhere with the way he's pitching right now.
Yeah, and I mean, it starts to become news when Jeff Passan is tweeting about it just randomly, right? It's not even a news
100%.
topic. There's no transaction. It's just it starts to become like, all right, national attention is totally focused on this guy, and for good reason, right? He's got the best ERA in the majors. The Cubs are 8-1 in his starts this year, which they should be 9-0 because he just hasn't gotten the run support. He only has one win on his actual record in the month of May, which is
So weird.
ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. Get the man some run support because he's doing everything he can on the mound, and he just looks nasty, man. He knows how to pitch. That's the really impressive part, is he just understands how what works against big league hitters this early in his career. And it's impressive to see him go up, go down, use that nasty splitter, and then kind of use it two different ways, whether it's going like down, whether it's going kind of down and in, almost like a cutter. He's got the total package right now. And I mean, at some point, I'm sure his ERA will probably balloon a little bit over 2, and he'll be like, oh, he's human. Well, yeah, that's pretty normal. That's still a really damn good pitcher. But like for now, man, like he's running away with, I mean, can we say the Cy Young? Like, I don't want to say that in May, but like that's kind of what it feels like. I mean, there's nobody pitching better than him, and like you said, he's pretty much appointment television. So, and I really just can't get enough of the way that, kind of like what his mannerisms are on the mound, and just how he, like when he gets fired up, when he gets guys out in big situations, and the getting off the mound, like. Shota Imanaga's got a personality, man. I was, watching the interview the
Mm-hmm.
too, and talking about Dunkin' Donuts, and
Oh, yeah.
here's the quote. I like copied and pasted the quote over here to a note thing because I wanted to read it off. He's like, either I order a small iced latte or a medium, so they probably think this guy can't make up his mind if he wants a small or a medium. So like, he's a
Just
down to
little
earth dude,
things.
man. I, I
Yeah.
I really like Shota Imanaga and everything that he's done so far for the Cubs.
Absolutely. And Joey, you go back to just his arsenal. I think his arsenal is so fascinating in terms of what he's doing. And you and I are both big numbers and nerds guys. So we're going to talk some numbers here real quick for you. When you look at his arsenal, he technically has 6 pitches, if you really think about it in the way he throws. He has the four seamer, obviously, that's his bread and butter. He has the splitter that we all are very well aware of what that is for him. He does have a sweeper. He only throws it about 6% of the time. He has a curveball that only registers at about 3% of the time. And he's thrown a couple of sinkers and a single changeup, according to Baseball Savant. But I mean, most of his pitch mix is that four seamer and splitter, 58.2 and 31.8% of the time, respectively, between those two pitches. But Joey, I think this is the more impressive stuff here, is where his value and his pitching lies in the MLB percentile rankings. Are you ready for this?
Oh yeah, well, hit me with it.
Pitching run value is in the 100th percentile. Fastball run value is in the 100th percentile. He doesn't really have breaking stuff per se, so his breaking run value is the 45th percentile. So it's right about average in the league. But his off-speed run value, because of that splitter, is the 89th percentile in baseball. In addition to that, his expected ERA is in the 92nd percentile in baseball. His chase percentage is in the 96th percentile in baseball. His whiff percentage is in the 86th percentile in baseball. His K percentage is in the 79th percentile in baseball. And his walk percentage is in the 90th percentile in baseball.
Is that good?
I think that's good, Joey. There's a lot of red on his baseball savant page and in very good categories. And he doesn't get hit a lot. And the crazy thing is, again, his ground ball percentage, we all know he's a fly ball pitcher, but he's not getting hit hard hit. He's not getting barreled very much either. He's right about league average in terms of those things. It's just so fascinating to see his arsenal. And I love listening to everybody that talks about his arsenal because they say, like, well, his fastball is unique because the amount of revolutions he gets on it, it doesn't really sync with traditional gravity. Instead, it kind of
Mhm.
maintains the same plane. And because of that, it looks like it rises. So he has a rising fastball that he throws at the top of the zone. And then there's almost no left-handed pitchers in baseball that throw a splitter. So he's like the only guy that's a lefty throwing a splitter, which looks weird as hell to every player in baseball, at least here in the US, because that's not really a thing. Lefties throwing splitters. It's a very right-handed pitch. So he's such a unicorn in just his two pitch offering that it's keeping people off balance because there's not enough of you're not going to see a lot of pitchers like him on a week to week basis, right? Like if you have guys that throw similar stuff in an arsenal, like you can eventually start to pick up on that, right? A guy throws a good fastball, you see enough of them, eventually you're going to get used to it as a batter. But when you're seeing shit like Shota's, where there's not a single pitcher you can compare him to in baseball right now, that makes him virtually untouchable. That's what we're seeing so far.
Yeah.